In this video, we're going to be going over really low net carb snack ideas for your keto lifestyle. And if you're new here, my twin sister Emily and I have lost over 160 pounds following a ketogenic lifestyle since January of 2019. And on our channel, we like going over recipes and stuff. And on our channel, we love to explore the keto realm, whether that's recipes, tips and tricks, and things like this, to give you ideas for your own weight loss journey or lifestyle. So everyone's always talking about snacks. There's so many keto snacks that are available now in the market. It's such a huge industry. Sometimes you don't want to buy those, so you just want to make some at home. And so we try to scour the internet and put on our thinking caps to try to think of exciting and easy keto snacks that will not put you over your daily allotted carbs. Sarah and I try to stick to about 20 to 25 net carbs a day. And a lot of the times I'll just eat the snack as a meal. Because we try to eat one meal a day. Sometimes we eat 2 meals a day, but if you're new here, we are pretty relaxed about how we do keto and how we live this lifestyle, meaning that we try to stick to around 20-25 net carbs, like I said, and some days we eat 1 meal, some days we eat 2. It's kind of like how you're feeling that day. So a lot of these have less than a couple net carbs per serving. Some of them are really high calorie though and high in fat, so you do have to be careful about overeating them, but you'll probably tell that you're overeating them because you're gonna get full. Yeah. We try to not snack in the morning at least. If we're gonna snack, we're gonna do it around the time where we're gonna start to eat anyway. Not like that's a hard and fast rule or anything like that, but sometimes like I will snack before I start filming because by 4 p.m. I'm ravenous and then we've made this thing. Sometimes it's terrible looking and that's all I have to eat. A 30-minute recipe can easily be 4 hours long by the time we're done filming it. And Sarah doesn't like to feed me here.
That's not true.
She doesn't like when I eat here. So there's nothing available to me. So I'm on my own.
Well, this is for me too. I might need to carry more keto snacks in my household.
If you're gonna host somebody, that you need to at least give them something.
This is not hosting. This is a job. You should come
feed
here
your
fed.
employees. You should feed the talent.
There are things that she could eat, she just chooses not to eat them. For example, one of the things that I really love having on hand are pickles and olives. Are those things that you go for?
In a pinch, I will.
Okay, well, those are some things that I really like. They're salty, they're sometimes sweet, and they're crispy, crunchy.
And they're lower in calories too. Also, my favorite pickle was always bread and butter pickles. That is definitely not keto because that has sugar in it. But some people said, hey, take your jar of pickles and then you can put a little bit of stevia inside there and now you have sweet pickles.
Yeah, those are just some ideas of things that you can have on hand to snack on the go.
Who eats pickles on the go?
You never had a pickle in a bag?
No.
Okay, well I used to work downtown and 7-Eleven, there weren't that many keto things there. Sometimes they would just have a giant pickle in a bag.
And that's what you would get?
Yeah, just eat it. Another thing that I really like nowadays are the cheese wisps or cheese crisps. You know, I tried them many years ago and I felt like they were kind of bitter tasting, but I think that they redid their recipe or something because they are really tasty nowadays and it's easy to go kind of overboard with those too. So you're gonna have to limit them. But the cheese wisps brands, they're made primarily Parmesan, I'm really enjoying nowadays. Yeah, so those are just a couple of ideas, but I went online and started searching to see what other people were talking about, and some people mentioned seaweed chips.
Don't they taste like grass?
No, I would say they taste more like fish food. Oh. But I actually like sushi, and so I eat seaweed all the time. And yeah, seaweed snacks, they have different flavors. Some are salted.
Doesn't it just dissolve in your mouth?
No, they're crunchy.
Really?
Yeah. It's an acquired taste. And you can eat them with, you know, avocado or dip it in things and it tastes really good. Beef jerky.
I mean, some of the beef jerky is just crazy expensive, but you could always try to make beef jerky on your own.
Yeah, why haven't we done that yet?
I don't know. Dehydrating things is a great way to get a snack on keto. So what are the things that you could dehydrate? You had a list.
Well, obviously jerky, you know, all types of meat jerkies are obviously one of the main things that people enjoy while keto. John Bradley actually said that he dehydrates pickles.
I've never heard of that.
And they're crunchy apparently.
Huh.
Or even kimchi. Kimchi is one of those things that is pretty low in carb and it's like cabbage and spices and saltiness. It's kind of like vinegary. It's a pickled vegetable blend that is really good on its own or with other things. You eat kimchi all the time.
Yes, I eat it right out of the jar.
Yeah. And then he also said that he spiralizes noodles and dehydrates them so that they keep up well with sauce on it.
Huh.
I guess.
So you dehydrate them so they're tougher in a sauce.
Yeah. So they don't fall apart, which makes sense because that's the thing I don't like about zucchini noodles is that they fall apart. So.
And you can dehydrate things in an oven, or you can use a dehydrator that has different levels, or a lot of air fryers actually have a dehydrate setting on them now, and maybe check to see if your air fryer has a dehydrator setting.
So other different types of snacks that I've heard people eat, air fried tofu. Apparently you can take the tofu and like press it down on some paper towels to get all of the moisture out. You can use like really firm tofu, and then you kind of bread it in like whatever keto friendly type of, you know, mix that you have, and then you air fry it, and apparently it becomes nice and crispy because you kind of like took all that moisture out, and it's a really good snack and it's really filling apparently. So try baked tofu or air fried tofu. I'm gonna be trying that soon. So another comment that someone said was cucumbers with tahini on it. We talked about tahini, and someone in our Facebook group said, thank you guys for introducing me to tahini because it has changed my life. They put it on everything. And if you guys haven't tried it, it's pretty much just like
Chili flakes and lime, dehydrated lime.
super yummy.
And it has like such a strong lime flavor, and it's spicy and it's salty and it's really, really good. And it's 0 net carbs. So that's one of those ways that you could add flavor to something is just by sprinkling tahini on it. This is not a snack, but one of my favorite ways to eat tahini is that sometimes I'll make like a creamy chicken soup and then I put a bunch of tahini on top of it.
Yummy.
I pretty much put it like on every serving.
Spoonful?
Yeah, I put it all over the top and I eat it like that, and it's just like got like the lime in it, and it's spicy and it's creamy. It's so good.
Another good snack idea is chicken wings. They're 0 net carbs, and you can add things like toppings or dry rubs to make sure that you don't add any additional like sugar to it, because there are a lot of dry rubs that I've seen that add sugar to the mix.
Another great thing is blue cheese or ranch dipping into there. But I would just be careful if you're going to be eating like tons of chicken wings, to be careful about the amount of ranch or whatever blue cheese that you're going to be eating, because that adds up really quick. I could easily eat a cup of ranch dressing. In fact, I have before, and Sarah said, stop, you're gonna make yourself sick. And guess what? I did make myself sick.
Yeah, but chicken wings, I'm not sure why I never thought about that before. They're simple and they're easy
They're
to
cheap.
do, and air fry them up or put them in the oven. Another thing I like is just shrimp in like a cocktail way, if you will. But the thing I always missed the most was the cocktail sauce. But a lot of you guys mentioned that you can make your own keto-friendly cocktail sauce by just taking some sugar-free ketchup and then adding some horseradish and some other things in there like garlic powder and lemon. It creates a really nice cocktail sauce. So that's simple and easy, and shrimp are really low in carbs. And that would be really filling, actually. So that would be a great snack idea. Another great idea, I think, are our cottage cheese chips. You know, I feel like we've really perfected the chip over the past couple of months or even a year. I don't even remember when we made the chips. Just plopping some cottage cheese in the microwave if you don't have time on a like sill mat, and you can have like a bunch of chips. Cottage cheese is very low in carbs, and if you don't want to eat it just as it is, why not make a chip out of it?
Right.
Another one that, you know, we make all the time are chaffles. Chaffles have about, what, 2 grams of net carbs per chaffle, but if you cut them up into strips, you could probably get a bunch of different pieces for 2 net carbs, which is, and those chaffles are very filling.
And they're, even when we try to make them thin, they're on the thick side. If you can figure out how to get, like, you're putting it onto the chaffle maker and you get it really, really thin, you might be able to really stretch out that batter to make more chips for your money. So we're not talking about, in this video, we're not talking about things that you can like pre-buy. Like you can buy chips, but all keto items come with a really big premium because the companies are smaller. And I don't know if you've tried to ship anything lately, but the last time I tried to ship a package at the post office, it was like $15 for like 2 pounds. And so it's very, very expensive to ship. You're gonna save money if you try to make these things at home instead of going and ordering everything you see. We do try a lot of products here on our channel and we like a lot of them, but sometimes it might be better for you to just stick with what you have at home, because there's a lot of keto products nowadays, and even we have not tried them all.
Another like snack idea that might be easy to make are like keto-friendly chicken nuggets. We've made these before on our channel where we took like ground chicken and kind of formed little nuggets with some egg whites as a binder. And then you kind of form little patties, and you can air fry them, or you could put them in the oven for maybe like 10 to 12 minutes, and they come out and they taste just like, well, not just like, but
pretty close to actual chicken nuggets like that are breaded. And then you could dip them in any type of
Right.
sauce that you want. So that's another easy, really low carb, really protein packed snack that you could have. Another idea is nuts and like seeds.
Right.
Like
Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds.
you could roast them, you could put all types of seasoning on them to make them really crunchy and flavorful. I think that's what you miss on snacks is like the flavor.
Right.
So if you can really pack in the spices, you can get that little hit of flavorness that you're looking for. Flavorness, Flavor Town. No, we're not saying Flavor Town anymore.
No,
right?
we're not. You can make your own jellified desserts with gelatin, and we actually make this thing called coffee jello, which is coffee with gelatin and sweetener, and it tastes really awesome, and it's filling.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much zero net carbs. I mean, sometimes we will add like heavy, like sweetened heavy whipping cream on top. You could put ice cream on it. But if you were just to eat coffee jello by itself, it pretty much doesn't have any carbs in it. And it's also got caffeine in it, which is a plus. And it's like a free food. There's like a trend now that's called like volume eating, where people will be like, I eat this much of this thing. And I would rather just eat like a calorically dense, smaller thing. But maybe if you guys are interested in that thing, like foods that you could just like eat endlessly,
A lot of,
like
yeah.
high volume, low calories, low carbs, then maybe let us know. We'll try to look into that for you, because I know that a lot of people are doing that these days. Like that's not how we eat. So I know if you're interested, let us know.
I think that, you know, when people are starting keto, they have a harder time like going in between meals without snacking. I feel
Right.
like everyone talks about snacking. Oh, it's between lunch and dinner, snack. Oh, it's between breakfast and lunch, snack.
Right.
And when I started keto and started incorporating intermittent fasting, I would go until like 2 without eating anything,
Right.
and never have to eat a snack. But it took time and years to really, you know, get to the point where I felt comfortable doing that.
I think a lot of snacking also has to do with boredom, and you just want something to do, and you're watching TV or something like that. That's difficult to overcome. I
Yeah.
know that. And also, it's like someone like me, you know, great snacks are jalapeno poppers. They have red pepper that you could put like goat cheese on it. That's all great, but that's a lot of calories.
Yeah.
And so I can't eat all that much. I would just honestly consider that a meal. Like
Right.
I would put that right next to my meal and eat it then. If I eat too much, I start to gain weight, even if I'm eating keto, because remember that keto is not a free-for-all to eat whatever you want below a certain threshold of carbs. You have to also control that too. The beauty about keto is that it kind of helps you regulate it on its own, because your body knows what fat is, and your body knows to tell you, I'm full now. Like when I would eat carbs, I never had that mechanism going for me. So I could eat pasta and I could eat breadsticks and then I could eat a dessert. Now, if I eat a steak and a salad or a steak and green beans, after 20 minutes, I'm like, I don't even want to look at food until tomorrow. But some of these snacks are really good for like the mindless snacking. Who's gonna blame you for eating cucumbers or olives or pickles?
Yeah.
But if you eat 500 jalapeno poppers while you're watching Titanic, it's gonna be too much.
Everything in moderation.
And we're always looking for more ideas, more snack ideas. So if you guys have any snack ideas that we should know about, please leave us a comment below. We would love to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe, please, because we would love to get to 200,000 subscribers. It was 250. We're lowering our hopes. No, I'm kidding. We do appreciate all of you that have subscribed so far. Actually, subscribing these days, people just don't do it. It's almost like out of the way to subscribe, and like, why bother if I've already clicked on this video? So I understand that. It's just kind of like it's like we're a little vain.
Yeah, gives us a little
Ego push.
We want another
Yeah.
play button. That might take a long time, but there's a gold one that comes for 1 million, and we're not.
At this rate, it'll
In
be
100 years.
2050.
Yeah, but everyone counts. So if you guys want to make those cottage cheese chips that I was talking about earlier, you click on the video on the screen, and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily, and we are the Keto Twins signing out. Feed me.